Wake and bake. Wake and bake. 158. Wake and bake. 158. 158. The same way motherfuckers ate the apple and they wasn't supposed to eat the apple again. Same motherfuckers supposed to eat the apple, but and they weren't supposed to eat the apple, but they ate the apple. You feel me? What is the apple in your life you shouldn't eat, but you still eat the apple? Work, 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 and some more work. Work, 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 and some more work. I want to renew my service for another year. Is it possible for the renewal to go to my IPTV account versus the Credible TV account? I like the old version better than the new one because I had a different player to it. That's a new one. You cannot. Please let me know. Yes, IPTV account is available for renewal. Is available for renewal. What is the username you'd like to extend? home for the holidays really just has me feeling like, I'm him for real. Come on, man. Wake and bake. Wake and bake. Let's go to it, man. I'm also live streaming on Twitch right now. We got some updates coming up for the Tech Guy TTG Streams community. Let me pull up my notes real quick. So basically, Wake and Bake 158, and I want to share some updates for the Tech Guy. Like there's a new downloader code for IPTV Smarters. And I really should make its own video, but I'm kind of making a video right now. I'm kind of making a video because I'm on Twitch. But IPTV Smarters, there's a new update. The 9753962, that don't work no more. It's like 6468112 or something. And so IPTV Smarters had an update. The Tech Guy has had an update. We only take crypto. We only do crypto now. You know, that's one of the biggest updates. One of the biggest updates is that we only do crypto now. I only take crypto. Like, you're asking me like, oh, like, you know, do you take credit card, debit card, PayPal, Venmo? Yeah, I do, through our crypto client app. So with your client wallet, MoonPay works with PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, debit card, Venmo, and other shit. So there's a lot of different on-ramps. You know, there's MoonPay, Stripe, Coinbase, Robinhood. You know, those are some of the providers you can use through the client wallet, which is Uniswap. This new app allows you to turn your dollars into digital dollars and send them across the world with no middleman. So with the last 5 years of running my business, there's been, at least the last 2 years, there's been a lot of payment processors that I've been running through. Whether it's PayPal, you know, Zen Payments, there's all those other payment processors like Stripe. Stripe's not really, like, yes they are. Stripe, what is it? Square, you know, all those different payment processors that you use for your small business, they don't work with mine. So what I had to do, I said, you know what does work though? What's been working the last 5-10 years? crypto. And so you gotta understand the money moves. The money moves. It's not just, oh, okay, I go to work my whole life, 9 to 5. I'm gonna retire with the 401k. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. But when you're self-employed, when you say I do have a 401k, but when you don't contribute to it as much, or when you're with a company and you can't seem to hold a job, you know, you keep getting let go, or you can't find like good work out there. How the fuck does that even sound real? Like there's different levels to this shit, of course. You know, I got some motherfuckers I fuck with, blue collar folk. You know, they got a good job. They've been there a long time with the company. They got, you know, good benefits. Some white collar folk, you know. I got some good stocks, got some good this and that, like some money and shit, some properties. And I feel like at all levels we all human. At the end of the day. Whatever route you choose, whatever route you like, you were like brought up in, whatever, you know, life that you were born into and that you choose to live in, is that whatever it is you choose, wherever it is, you know, wherever, you know, part of on the economic scale that you're at, it's really cool to see that the government doesn't give a fuck. No, I'm just kidding. It's really cool to see that on this Wake and Bake, we're moving the change over to talk about more about the change in the economy, okay? Because right now we switched from taking credit cards and debit cards to Bitcoin. And there's a reason that I chose Bitcoin. Because it's been the most like the most well-performing like public asset that anybody can get access to. Not some hidden like private company that nobody knows about that they're making billions of dollars, you know, off a couple plays. No, this is, you know, with some of the smartest people in the world. No, this is like for everyday people, like real people, like. And it's crazy because I should have been on this shit. I should have been on this shit a while back. You know, when I first really heard about crypto, I should have went all the way in. But, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Today, the next best day to plant a tree is today. So, crypto is the end all be all. There's only so much crypto out there in the world. And they're buying this shit up like crazy. I think I'm trying to think of the one massive Bitcoin investor owns like 3 or 4% of the whole network. So when the network goes up, his value goes up. And there's so many reasons to get involved with crypto. Like for the fact that it costs more than $1. The same way that you can take an iPhone. You can take an iPhone. You can sell that same iPhone in Canada, America, Mexico, like Brazil, Africa, China. China, I don't know if you sell that shit in China, man. They ain't finna sell you one. But shit, Europe, Australia, India, all these different countries. Like, you can buy and sell these phones and trade them for dollars, more than $1. So, is this more valuable than $1? Yes, it's more valuable than $1, right, per se. And so you could trade it for like, maybe it's used, maybe like 500. You get a little 500 for it real quick. It's paid off, boom, okay. But like anywhere in the world, you could sell an iPhone. Like anywhere in the world, you could sell like diamonds. Anywhere in the world, you could sell gold. Anywhere in the world, you can sell crypto. Like anywhere in the world. So no wonder we're switching to fucking crypto. And so based off of some of the crypto events, the whole industry right now, based off the whole industry, like first, they let some people, they let some people get some wealth or whatever with the crypto. Now based off the shit that's going on, when Trump has his own like coin, when he has his own like platform in crypto, when they're making big plays, I'm talking big B's, like they're making like big plays in crypto, and we out here just grinding and doing our best to like get our shit together. Then it makes me think, like, damn, it's really not about how hard you work. If you think about it, you gotta follow where the money moves, because this time that we're living in is like none other before. Where we have all this technology, all this mass adoption, where we have this digital currency like never before, AI, biotech, and this massive wealth transfer. We have all this shit going on. The world is gonna start looking a lot different. Like, it's gonna start being a lot different. And I really feel like in the next 5-10 years, 10 years, like crypto, where do you think it's gonna go? It's definitely going up. crypto, the future. The future, the future. And so, you gotta be your own economy. You gotta be your own economy. You gotta be your own economy. In today's age, like, the way of living has changed forever. Like the way of making money, the way of like producing value, the way of like just being a valuable member in society. You're obviously either a somebody or a nobody. You're a somebody to somebody and a nobody to somebody. And it's like, on some real shit, you either play the game or you play your own game. You know, it's like and the whole time you're playing both. Like, you know, society is, and I always thought it was like either or. Like, you either play your game or, you know, you play like society's game. You know, like, but it's like the whole time you're really playing both. And it's like, you know, regardless of where you live, what you do for work, how you spend your free time, regardless of all that, crypto is still going to succeed. And that's why I'm switching to crypto. And it's like, well, now on everything, I'm not gonna make my whole channel about crypto per se, but I do just want to make that little update. And so so getting straight to the work, Christmas pulling up, boom. 2025 is ending, 2026 is arriving. Change is here once again. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So Roach Files, as you see, it's about done. Today is the 17th. So there we go. In the belly. From inside the fish, Jonah prays to the Lord his God, and he said, in my distress I called to you, the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the realm of the dead I called for help, and you listened to my cry. The story of Jonah. The whale seemed so ridiculous that it should be an animated film. And it was. In 2002, Artisan Entertainment released Jonah, a Veggie Tales movie, complete with the theme song by New Boys, In the Belly of the Whale. Imagine, however, the story really happened and you were Jonah. God commands you to go to the capital city of the enemy country and tell the people that because of their evil behavior, he will destroy the city in 40 days. You don't have to warn people because you know that if they repent for their evil ways, then God will not destroy them. So you board a ship heading to the opposite direction, and once the ship gets out to sea, a tremendous storm hits, and the ship is wake and bake over. and the ship is buffeted relentlessly by the wind and the waves. When you see the fear in his eyes of the captain, you know the situation is really bad. You tell the sailors that you are fleeing from God and convince them to throw you overboard. As you sink, you sense that the storm has ended. At least you can die in peace. The last thing you remember is being on the bottom. When you then you wake and it's pitch black. The ground is damp and sticky. The place smells absolutely horrible, but you're alive. You sense that you are moving. You hear rushing of water outside the walls. You're in the belly of a fish. How is this possible? You don't care. You pray and you thank God for saving you. It's an unbelievable story, but so is yours. God can save anyone, anytime, in any way that He chooses. The wind and the waves obey Him. So do the fish. So should we. So boom. It's pretty deep, pretty powerful. Like, wake and bake, subscribe. Let's get to it. Boom. More success. You know, just blessings on blessings, buddy. Blessings on blessings. Let's go.